Shalom Aleichem, everyone. I wanted to share a few thoughts. Oh, Shalom Aleichem, everyone. I wanted to share a few thoughts on Parshas Korach, as well as something I just saw that blew me away. Parshas Korach is about a man who, because of his jealousy and his pride, creates amongst the Jewish people. He fights against Moshe. He stands up and says, who made Moshe and Aaron in charge? Aren't we all special to Hashem? You could say he was an anarchist, but really when it comes down to it, he was just trying to replace the order with himself and using a lot of people as pawns to do it. It really represents bad machlokas, what's considered splitting or fighting. In Pirkei Avos, we're told it's the example, it's the prime example of splitting for the wrong reasons, dividing and divisiveness for the wrong reasons. That is, it's like the quintessential example of that, as opposed to Hillel and Shammai, who are the quintessential example of dividing or disagreement for the right reasons. And also, and it begins Vayikach Korach, and Korach took. It's like his whole being is about taking and removing himself and separating himself from the community. It's a negative separation, away from, rather than trying to get people to move towards each other. The amazing thing that I just saw was in our history section of our new website. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, you should read it. Under About Us and MMAE.org, About Us, and then History. It is incredible. There are exactly 8 shuls over history that merged one by one to become us. 4 of them were from the 1800s. 4 out of the 8 shuls that merged and became us were these old Baltimore historic important shuls. And it made me realize how apropos our image, our logo is, the logo of the menorah. Though we did it wrong. We have we have actually a menorah that's in the Beis HaMikdash with the 3 on each side and the 1 in the middle. It really should be 4 on each side leading into the 1. And you could see our logo on the website too, just so you understand what I'm saying. But I believe it's just so beautiful that this coming together through the generations, that we're all connected, that I feel, just was an overwhelming sense of like, wow, seriousness. I'm the rabbi of a shul that had rabbis in the past of these 8 congregations. And I'm not talking about the merged ones. The merged ones don't count as a new one. I'm talking about 8 original congregations coming together. The people there, the kindness is done, the history and the rabbis and what they thought and what they taught. And for me to be sitting here today as the current rabbi of this continuum, this continuation, it just makes me feel so close and connected. It's the opposite of Korach. It's coming together. And I just pray that that's what the whole world does, because the world is fraying so much. There's so much Korach energy in the world. And what the world needs is coming together, is bringing back together, is argument that is reasonable and respects the other side. And I understand people will say, well, sometimes the other side is evil or crazy. Like, you don't have a debate with someone who's wicked. But I think more often than not, the other side may seem wicked to us, but maybe they're not wicked, because there's a huge population of people that are the other side. And so we really need to put ourselves out of our comfort zone to hear them out if they're ever going to maybe come away from their position. And it doesn't hurt our position to listen and to honestly engage and to try to think. It doesn't change our position. It's not going to make anything worse. The only thing that could happen is that people will come back together and find some kind of compromise, which is obviously that's the worst solution that's the best solution of all. Anyways, my 2 cents. Sending all my love. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos.